I help people get information. I have one client in the past month that has had three very different situations that we were able to easily overcome. The first was she's selling a property and there was a sewer aroma and it kept coming up and there was a lot of complaints about it. And she had hired numerous plumbers to go in to do tests. So it had taken so much time. They were doing all of these tests thousands of dollars later. And they were like, we can't find the problem. We can't find the problem. And within a 3-minute conversation, I was able to tell her exactly what the problem was, how to solve it, but also what needed to be done and the extent of the project. So she would know when then she had to go back to the plumber so that she wouldn't be taken advantage of. But also, they gave her insight and awareness on how to deal with the plumber because they were going to be like, well, I don't think it's there. There's no way it can be there. So they gave her specific words and information to use to explain it so that they wouldn't think she was crazy. And not only did it work, but it's solved the problem, which is amazing. Her second challenge was she was having a conversation with a family member, and they were both aware that in their family there had been sexual molestation when she was a child, and she's well into her 50s now. And it was a challenge that was holding her back, but she didn't even understand it because it wasn't even on her radar. It was one of those things where you don't really know if it happened, how it happened. We had a 20-minute conversation, and they as in universal being, so universal perspective. This is not me giving my perspective on anything. This is me using my ability to access the universal perspective so that she got the information she needed. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just the person who gets to deliver the information. So they were able to give her the background on the situation, who the people were involved, why it happened, and how it happened. So it cleared up every question she had, but it also brought to light aspects of her personality and her relationships that she didn't even understand. Now she has, weeks later, and that's what she said. Weeks later, we were having a conversation, and she said, it was in the following weeks that I did the most healing. And it's been absolutely transformative. It's changed my life because now I have deeper relationships with these family members, and some who have already crossed over, they've already passed, but she now has a deeper relationship with them as a result of a 20-minute conversation. And another experience she was having, she was going through with a personal relationship, and she was having a conversation and she was not understanding why it wasn't flowing. And within 5 minutes, she got the information that she needed to clear up the confusion and help her understand that she was actually where she thought she was being courageous and clear and taking initiative. She was actually acting in fear, and it was actually blocking her from what she wanted most. This is the power of universal perspective. I've also worked on scientific experiments. I've worked with executives who want to scale up their career, and they want insight into the relationships and how to be and how to act in those relationships, but also how to create new initiatives. Like, your soul knows the exact initiatives you're meant to take in the career that's unfolding, what to do and who to work with and how to approach those people. So not only are they going to accept it, but they're going to be shocked and excited, right? I've worked with people who literally were overlooked. They weren't even seen as an important part of the organization. To 6 months later, they are being stalked by the organization with wanting to know what they're doing. How are they doing it? They want the inside scoop on what that person's doing. That's the kind of power universal perspective has. I've worked on technological advancement projects that are literally working on advancing humankind. Okay. I'm not talking about computers and software and AI technology. I'm talking about the kind of technology that was used to create the Great Pyramids.